Good evening, this is Kat with CatNightTV. Today we are playing King's Quest. We are on Chapter 3, Once Upon a Climb, and this is part 2 of my playthrough. Right now King Graham is trying to figure out how to free himself and his future queen from the tower. He expected to find one princess when he got to the top of the tower, but instead he found two. So let's resume and see what happens and which one becomes his queen.
All I knew how to make was chocolate chip pancakes, and I didn't see any chocolate chips. It was cold at the top of that tower.
Hey, were you invited up there?
Apparently they didn't want him going upstairs. Let's see.
Advanced crosswords, riddles, and puzzles. The whole book was solved already. I wonder who it belonged to.
I'm gonna guess the more serious princess.
Shame. It looked like the loot cracked in the tumble and was in need of a repair.
I doubt that I have anything. Seems like a painting would go there. So, last time it asked me who I was going to talk to first, and the princess I spoke to first last time was the dark-haired one. So, I'll probably speak to that one
This puzzle
first.
box busted in the fall and could use some fixing. Let's see what she says.
Hey there. Sorry about earlier. Things got a little weird.
It's all right. We all go a little awkward sometimes.
I'm Graham, by the way. As in King Graham of Daventry. As in King Graham the... Wise.
Wise, huh? A pleasure to meet you, Graham. I'm known as Niece. As in Princess Niece of Western Kalima.
Is niece short for something?
It is, but only my family calls me by my full name.
Oh. I see.
Yep.
Okay then. So, I should also apologize for forgetting my adventuring rope. I guess nothing was planned in my proposal.
Yes, the adventuring rope. Sorry, I was just joking. Rope wouldn't help us.
It wouldn't?
If there was a way to escape, we would have done it by now. I've tried Pegasus summoning, beanstalk repelling, wishing on magic stars. You name it. V even constructed a hang glider out of sheets and hangers once. Nope. We're all bound to this tower by some outdated wizard spell. You know, one that needs some nonsensical ideal of love to break it.
I see.
I knew from reading Courting Queens to Hold Court the importance of a good first impression. I would have to choose my next words carefully.
So... what did you study in school?
I didn't. My parents had too many kids to send off to a fancy school, so I followed my own inspiration. Piano, painting, snoot breeding, and that was just on Monday. And you? Did you attend a traditional school?
I went to night school up north and majored in all things adventure. And minored in creative costuming. Another question, if you'd humor me. What's your family like?
Huge, loud, very loving, and very rowdy. I'm the middle of 15 kids. Some start a family band. We started an orchestra. What's your family like? Do you know all of them?
My sisters and I are animal people. We've got 2 pet jinxes, a circus of weevils, werehogs, and a miniature chimera. So, what were your ex-suitors like?
Does it matter? It's not like there's a checklist for what's going to work. Well, that was a pleasant enough distraction, but we best get back to tidying up.
That went okay. Not great. Let's see what Ms. V has to say.
Hello. I thought perhaps we could have a do-over.
A rematch? All right. Well, we could start with your name.
My name? Of course. I'm King Graham of Daventry. King Graham the... Wise.
The Wise. Nice to meet you, Graham. I'm V, as in Princess V of Eastern Kalima.
So, do you come here often? To this tower?
Well, it's an embarrassing story, but I'm not one to lie. An old woman bet me I couldn't climb to the top of this tower and beat the record. I'm never one to back down from a challenge.
Did you beat the record?
Of course I did. Crushed it. But now I'm trapped up here. I do hope Dad is not too worried. And that he remembers to change the Leviathan's water.
Leviathan?
So what about you? What brings you here?
Magic mirror told me I would meet the love of my life up here.
That's awkward. But I appreciate your honesty. Now we really should get back to cleaning. We don't have much more time.
Usually women appreciate honesty. Usually. Well, let's see. What else can we find? Anything at all? Maybe...
The hidden magical world. Each page brings me more joy than the last. Can you put that over there?
Well, let's see. It had 3 books. It would have to be over here.
Very nice.
That worked. Now her, let's see.
My dad and I used to play this game for hours. It goes on that shelf. Appreciate it.
What's this? Oh. Yeah. Seems like there's a door that goes out somehow. Advanced riddles, crosswords, and puzzles. And a canvas.
I'll
Her.
finish it someday. Until then, it goes over there. appreciate it.
Oh.
Bongos. Perhaps they go with the kitchenware.
I read that at least 3 times a year. Could you put it back over there? Appreciate it.
What is that?
Some sort of nunchuck made of bone. At least it was a self-sustainable business model.
Maybe I can get that with the nunchucks.
Round peg, square hole. Now's not the time for it. You're not fooling me.
Guess I can't entice the squirrel. Wait. There's a door on this side too, but can you get to it? No. Doesn't seem to be.
It was cold at the top of that tower.
So I have these portraits, bongos, and bone chucks.
Do you have any ideas on how to grab that vase?
I'm sure a clever fellow like you can figure it out.
Do you have any ideas on how to grab that vase?
I'm sure a caring gentleman like yourself has a plan. My bongos! Oh, V says these are nothing but treble. Can you put them back
brother.
over there?
Over here?
Thank you.
An acorn. Oh. Whoops. Maybe the squirrel wants the acorn.
Huh?
It's a trade.
Wow. Impressive. Excellent work, Graham. Looks like you didn't clean up any of these things. I guess I'll do it. Thanks for being thorough, King. It's Hagatha! You better hide.
Oh, I can't stand that soggy woman. I won't even speak to her.
V, that's not very nice.
Might not be nice, but it's true.
You've never been one to give the time of day to people you don't like.
Seriously, she looks like a melted marshmallow.
Everything tip-top up here? Ah, how are my delicate little flowers?
Oh, that's
You're
frightening.
splendid, Hagatha. Thank you.
Looks like you lovelies missed a spot. What was that?
Nothing.
That's right, dearie. A good princess should keep her thoughts on the inside, just like we practiced. Oh, out of place?
Aftershock?
Oh, sweetie, we'll need to continue working on your awkward mungling. Looks like my garden needs to be weeded.
Zards, this part went so smoothly the last time I told it.
Maybe you should have tested it more.
I suppose.
That's right, dearie. A good princess should keep her thoughts on the inside, just like we practiced.
We'll skip that.
Oh, sweetie, we'll need to continue working on your awkward mungling.
I've been working on my sleep giggles too.
Perfect. Perfect. Now, where was I?
Okay.
Oh, yes. That smell. From over there. Yes, yes. What do we have here?
Agatha, would you like to...
Don't interrupt. It's rude.
Whatever you say. You slimy cucumber.
Gotcha. Oh, joy! Looks like another princess has joined our party.
Princess?
Long, flowing gown, pale skin with rose-colored cheeks, an elaborate headdress, and... wait. Oh, the scent of lavender. I recognize a princess when I see one. Welcome to my tower. I'd invite you to dinner, but you don't really have a choice. Oh, Agatha. Good one.
Delighted to make your acquaintance.
Oh, what a sweet little princess. Need to work on your grace, so... Now come. It's time to eat.
Hum's face.
Hey, hush!
What was that? What's everyone feel like for dinner?
I'll take savory. Sweet, please.
After dinner, Agatha excused herself and told us to get our beauty rest like all good princesses should. The sun was setting, but none of us were sleepy. Vi suggested we play a game to pass the time. Niece picked out Moral Quarrel, a casual social game. Vi preferred something more competitive, but begrudgingly went along with it.
All right. The first step is we answer all the cards in front of us. We must answer honestly, or the game won't work.
A magical genie offers you one of two very specific wishes. A, you can live one life that lasts 1,000 years. Or B, you can live 10 lives that last 100 years. Which do you choose?
Okay. Well, definitely B. Wait, no, that's...
Come on with it. This is the easy part.
You are a
Fine.
royal guard on the lookout for an evil sorcerer that has been terrorizing villagers. When you finally apprehend this sorcerer, you discover he is Charles, your childhood best friend. Do you A, tell Charles to leave town and never return? Or B, throw your friend in the castle dungeon?
He was evil.
Would you rather A, have a pet dragon, or B, be a dragon?
I'd want to be a dragon with a pet dragon. Is that weird?
Would you rather A, have a tail that never stops loudly tapping against the ground, or B, have noodles for hands? Well, that wouldn't allow you to pick up anything.
Dragons have tails. So tail.
Would you rather A, constantly reek of syrup and not smell it, or B, constantly smell reeking syrup?
I actually like the smell of syrup.
First, we mix up our hands. At the start of our turn, we choose which player we want to try to pair with. We'll then ask the question from the card at the top of our decks. If both asker and askee answer the same way, they both place the card on one of the 3 spaces between them. Once there are 3 cards between the 2 players, they both win the game. If there's not a match between players, the card must be discarded. If a player runs out of cards before matching 3, they lose. Graham, are you getting all this?
Oh, Mirror, which one is it? Is it me? Is it Niece? Do they like me? Do I like them? What does my breath smell like? Oh, lavender. And, ooh, eggs. We're inside. Should I take my hat off? What if they don't like capes? That's silly. Everyone loves capes. What if they're allergic to Triumph? Please tell me this is my inside voice.
What are you thinking about?
Oh, nothing. Just in my relaxed box.
Ready to begin? Graham, you start.
A magical genie offers you one of 2 very specific wishes. A, you can live 1 life that lasts 1,000 years. Or B, you can live 10 lives that last 100 years. Which do you choose?
Let's see here. A.
I don't agree. Think of all the lives you could lead with 10 chances. Explorer, artist, pirate, vampire.
Or a ninja. Or a zombie.
Graham. A rich merchant inadvertently drops 1 shiny gold coin on the ground. You see a poor, hungry orphan pick it up. Do you A, convince the orphan to be honest and return the coin, or B, turn your head the other way and let the orphan keep the coin?
Oh, that's so hard to say. I guess be honest.
I figured their honesty would be rewarded with more than just 1 shiny gold coin.
Nice. I chose A too. The orphan learned a valuable lesson and would probably be rewarded for their honesty too.
Graham? You have been hunting for your starving family all day and only managed to catch a small goose. On your way back home, a hungry beggar offers you magic beans in return for the goose. The beggar tells you that the beanstalk sprouted from his beans will lead you to a chest that produces unlimited food. He would go after it himself, but his legs are too tired and old. Do you A, kindly reject the offer and bring your starving family their dinner? Or B, let the beggar eat the goose and plant the beans in your yard?
Sounds like a load of bull, so need to bring my starving family dinner.
A, I wouldn't give up a bird in my hand for a wild goose chase.
Sorry, B. Magic beans!
You are a royal guard on the lookout for an evil sorcerer that has been terrorizing villagers. When you finally apprehend this sorcerer, you discover he is Charles, your childhood best friend. Do you A, tell Charles to leave town and never return? Or B, throw your friend in the castle dungeon?
I pick B.
Yes, at least in the dungeon I could keep a watchful eye on him.
Niece? It says, you are the kingdom's wizard doctor. In the middle of the night, an honorable knight and despicable thief arrive at your door. The thief's injuries are much more severe than the knight's. Do you A, heal the knight first, or B, heal the thief first?
I picked A. The honorable knight served our kingdom well, and he deserves to be healed.
I picked B. I would honor my medical oath to serve those in need first.
V. Oh, this is pretty on the nose. A man you've never met, but is known as a friendly king, sends for your hand in marriage. Do you A, accept his invitation, trusting his reputation, or B, seek love on your own?
Is there any other answer than B?
Of course. I chose the same.
Would you rather A, have a pet dragon, or B, be a dragon?
A. Definitely A.
Yep, I could use a pet dragon. Our moat monster is looking to retire.
V and I won the game. Good thing. She seemed like she didn't like to lose. Neats was satisfied with her pick of the game. When the sun went down, the air turned frigid. We decided it was too cold to play another game and headed to bed. The walls of the tower were pretty thin, and embarrassing as it is to admit, that night I overheard the princesses talking about me.
So, what do you think of King Graham the Wise?
I'm not sure about him yet. What do you think?
He's interesting.
This seemed like the perfect time to explore the tower. I was interested in getting to know my new home better.
So that was interesting. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss part 3 of the playthrough. And have a great night.